Hat. We have a hat now. I don't think it really goes with the red hoodie and blue jeans that I'm wearing, but at least you get the idea. It's available in various colours. I asked for a grey one because I think I normally wear a grey hoodie when I'm oot and about in the toon when it's cold. I don't often rep the brand on a weekend, but this will go with my grey hoodie that I have at home.
Hey,
anyway, you get the idea.
I can't be
There's a hat
in chat
available
today
right now
since
at
I'm going to a concert today.
j.mup/shop.
But I hope you say for B for me, Moggy cool, and I hope you don't swear.
Well, Lobrotovich is right in there
I'm going
with
to watch the
200
VOD.
B-lips. They're B-lips
and
today,
I will find out Moggy howdy. Also, don't forget to BBBB blaze it Moggy dab.
I can't be in chat today since I'm going to a concert, but I hope you save a B for me. And I hope you don't swear. I'm going to watch the VOD, and I will find out. Also, don't forget to blaze it. Absolutely. Well, that's no problem, Lobrotovich. You're always doing excellent work, and so, we'll try and survive without you today. We may well have Cecil Prumps to step in, prevent all of the swear words. But very good. Yes. Hello everyone. How's it going? Mr. Resender asks how my weekend was. I had a lovely weekend, thank you. I had a really, really good weekend. Went away with my parents on was it Friday night or Saturday? No, Saturday morning we went, and we had one night in a nice little. I want to say B&B, but it wasn't really like that because we kind of had like this whole house to ourselves almost. Like the entire half of a building. There was like a living room and bedrooms and stuff, so it was more than a B&B where you just get like a bedroom and then you have to get the hell out or sit with the person who owns the B&B. I'm not talking about Airbnb. Anyway, Cherry Cheru. Hi Tiny P. Finally able to catch a stream again. I should have my headphones on. Don't know if they'll really go over the hat. Anyway, I went away with my parents. Had a nice time in this. There we go. Does that work? Sort of. It's a bit warm for a hat in here, I have to say. Really selling it, aren't I? I'm like, doesn't go with my hoodie. Can't get my headphones over it. I'm too warm. Anyway, you get the idea. Went away and had a lovely time. Saw some castles and ting. Ate far too much food. Because in the morning, the lady who owned the place made like an enormous English breakfast that we ate, and then at lunchtime we went and had a very, very big Sunday roast in a pub. So didn't eat anything when I got in last night, and I don't think I want anything tonight really, anything substantial. Anyway, that's how it goes. So I had a great weekend. Hello, what's going on here? Peeps is so down with the kids right now, you know it. Cecil Prumps is here. Cecil Prumps, Lobrotovich is not with us today, so it's entirely on you to do the moddy dabs. Pressure. There you go. TP looks like a boss with the beanie, headphones, and sweater combo. Absolutely. I'm gonna do so many epic plays today on Bee Simulator. Whip, Stephen Scotes just subscribed. Thank you, Stephen. Oh, it's a new month now. I don't know if I've said this before, but I don't know if it's by calendar month, the subscriptions, or if it's just like 28 or 30 days or whatever from when you purchase it. But you might all want to refresh your subs today. It's the first stream of the month. Happy December, everyone. It's Advent. I hope you're eating lots of chocolate every morning. I'm not. Rogan I missed. Rogan subscribed via Twitch Prime and said, "Hey, Ben. Love you guys. Keep up the good work." Thanks, Rogan. I got Chiricharu. Addy as well said, "Got my silver Billy. Can't wait for more Billy evolutions." Hat. I've missed all these because I don't have my headphones on. I'm a big dumb idiot face for missing these. I'll just scroll up and double check. I think that's all of them. That's all. It is. That is all since I started streaming. Yes. Scroll down. Hello. So Stephen Sco subscribed. and people are threatening to swear because there's only one mod. Okay, fantastic. Charlie Badger just subscribed. I'm almost a baby. A beautiful green walrus baby, I think that said. Well, thank you, Charlie Badger. You're on an 8-month streak. I can't wait to see your beautiful bouncing baby bills. So, should we play the game? This is going to be a very chill stream today, everyone. It's going to be really nice. I think there is actually a little bit of combat in this game, but for the most part, you're just buzzing around in like a meadow. There's a bee. There's a really nice sort of orchestral, almost sort of Danny Elfman style soundtrack. It's going to be great. Lovely 80,000 says, hello, I hope you got the tat I sent. Oh, hang on.
Hello, Peter. How are you? I watched Star Wars episodes 4 and 5 and I like them.
Oh, you're on 5 now.
I can't stay here long, but I wanted to stop by and say hello.
Well, thank you very much for dropping by anyway, Stephen, and for the donation, as always. You know, don't feel like you have to, but it's always gratefully received. I'm doing very well, thank you. As I say, I had a nice weekend. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying Star Wars, and now you're on episode 5 you've watched. I'm watching episode 5 tonight, actually. I'm continuing my run, my marathon. I started yesterday, episode 4. Oh, no, I didn't start yesterday. I continued yesterday because I'm watching chronologically. But as I say, I've been away, so I had a little break from Star Wars movies. I'm back at it again now with my original trilogy. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, glad you're having fun, Stephen. I hope you're a new member of the Star Wars fandom like me, and we can talk about bizarre theories and stuff another time. Lovely 80,000. Hope you got the tat I sent. Well, we probably did, but all I can say is there is so much tat, like so much tat, that it's impossible for us to verify that here and now. You will simply have to wait and watch the video where we're going to open everything that's arrived, presumably in time, because you can no longer... Anything that is now being received, by the way, unless it arrives today, maybe, we won't be opening on camera. But yeah, you'll see in that video. If we received it, it will be opened. So there you go. That's how you'll know. Ba-doo-dee-dee-doo, do-doo-ba-dee-doo. So 20 minutes of this and then Shenmue, says Deadeye Duck. Well, possibly, if this is really bad, but I don't think it is. It might not be 2 hours worth of game. It might not be 2 hours worth of fun, but it's definitely at least an hour. And I've been chatting for 10 minutes, so I'll run over it at the end a little bit. Time flies when you're having fun. How's the weather, Peter? It's freezing here. I have to move out of the way because I can't really read it against my my logo. That was from Archers Be Cray. Time flies. It does fly when you're having fun. Weather is very, very cold. It's an area of high pressure at the moment, which means it's not very rainy for a change in the UK right now. But because there's no rain clouds, I mean, water is effectively a sort of greenhouse gas, like water vapor. So it means that it's even colder because it's, you'd think, oh, well, the sun's out, so it'll be nice and warm. But no. That's not how the science work. So there we go. That's better. That ticks every box there. Good. Well, I will start the game. Do the bees have cars though? Says Alex K. Hansen. Well, you ask a good question there because this is actually a lot more like the B-movie game we played on Worst Games Ever than I expected, but in a good way. It's kind of photorealistic rather than DreamWorks, or Pixar. It was DreamWorks, wasn't it? But it's good.
Looking forward to this stream. Gonna be watching, listening while working on my uni animation projects involving Russian bees.
Ah, well.
Once again, thank you for reading the Claude quotes on the sleepover stream.
No problem, Jack. Thank you for your donation there and for your continued excellent work looking after the Discord, etc. And thank you again very much for your enormous donation on the sleepover stream. Hope you enjoyed our dramatic readings.
The Star Wars films have been great so far. I can't wait to watch the rest of them. Also, I am making a video as a Christmas present for you and Ben. I will send it before you guys go on break for the holiday.
Stephen, thank you very much. Yeah, I saw you in your email today that I got that you're making that video. That's going to be lovely. Maybe it'll be something we can share with the community if you're okay with that. It sounds like it's going to be fun. So, this is a lovely... Yeah.
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee of course flies anyways, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible.
200 bee lips there from Adi Pramana. I hope I say that name right, by the way. I've always just gone for Pramana. Thank you very much. And yeah, I mean, this is big movie, B movie, big styly. How's it sound? Does it sound okay? You like it? Good? Game volume, etc. Just let me know. There was a slightly more explicit epilepsy warning for this game when I launched it than there normally is, I find. And I think it is because there are actually quite a lot of crazy visual effects. So if you have photosensitive epilepsy, I suggest you probably don't watch this. You know, I'm just doing the Lord's work there by at least warning you. Don't worry, Fern Loathing, for being late. I was late too, as usual, and you've missed nothing. Oh look, we can pick a profile. We can be a bee. We can be like a stag beetle.
Buzz, 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 buzz.
Thank you, Archie Cray. 200 bee lips. Or a dragonfly. We'll be the bee. We'll be the bee. Do we want it on hard or easy? Which, weirdly, are placed almost the opposite way around than what you would expect. Should we pop it on easy just so we can sort of be last through this? Why is it saying let's buzz? I didn't select anything yet. Hello? Oh, it's a bit... My selection reticles weren't working then. I went back. If I go back, there's just nothing. If I press up and down, left and right, there's nothing. But if I press X, it just selects the top one. Can't go left and right on difficulty, but if I press X, it selects easy. Let's just buzz, everyone. Let's buzz. Oh, actually...
You're flying outside of the hive, honeybee.
You're flying outside the hive! You're talking to humans! You like jail? This is stealing! Thank you, Carry the Worst, for 200 bee lips there. Language? Okay, that's good. Oh, a split screen available. I have to play this with Amy. She loves bees. Bees have 5 eyes. Oh, it's gone. So we were sent a code for this game actually by. I requested a code from the. I don't know if it was directly from the publisher or if it was from a PR company who represent the publisher, but. I just don't even know who does publish this game, and I don't have my phone on me. I didn't bring it. Let me look it up. Bee Simulator. Wake up, little bee. This is published by Big Ben Interactive. So thank you, Big Ben Interactive, or their PR counterparts, for the code for this game.
Hive, sweet Hive. I'm finally here.
Oh, is that me? Did I say that?
Aww, a new hatchling. Hi, little one. What's your name?
Oh! My name is currently Beeskit, but... what's the one called from B-Movie? Barry B. Benson? I don't think we'll call him that. Let's call him, Meow. Beeper Austin. Beanard. I was gonna put Bernard, yeah, like Beunard. Oh, what about... Yeah, that's a good shout from Alex K. Hansen. Beely. Ray. Maybe Billy Ray Wasprus. Billy Ray Wasprus. Lots of people saying Beta Austin. Barry B. Butterfield. Beta, I don't know, maybe actually Beta Austin is a good shot. No, I think Billy Ray Wasprus.
Great! Well, first things first. Let's teach you to fly like a bee.
Yeah. Can I mess with the audio settings? I might just dip the music slightly. It's very nice music, but I feel like the voice mix isn't that great. Oh, there's an independent buzz volume. We'll see how it goes.
Let's get those wings moving.
Forward, backward, left, right. Up is R2, down is L2, and you look around with... Okay. Okay, this moves nicely. Almost too slickly. Ah, God, it's a... Oh, yeah, I'll try not to do much of that. It's a bit motion blur, motion sicknessy for me, but...
Wow, that was something. Now
I think when we get into a more open area, it will
look for the golden markers.
Be a bit
They
less
always show the way.
sickening. So you follow the pollen. Bewhip, you can splat onto windscreens in this game. Oh my god. CD Keys has this almost half price today if it turns out worth playing, says the far wall. Very handy to know. Oh, Buzz Lightyear, that was a good name. Cool. Okay. Golden marker, follow the golden markers. I'll follow him. Oh, look down there in the right. When it's auto-saving or something, a little Navi comes up. Hey! Listen!
We have a special place where you can learn how to be a bee. Just
Be
slide
a
through this
bee.
crack.
Excuse me? It's been a long time since a woman has told me to... What? Oh, okay. There we go. Ah, during World War I, honey was used to treat the wounds of soldiers because it is anti... Oh, it's gone. That's true, though. Honey's very good, like, medicinally. In terms of, you know, as good as natural remedies are. A lot of people have Manuka honey when they've had surgery. My mum had some, actually. She had some pretty major surgery when I was about 13, 14. And I'm pretty sure she chomps down a load of Manuka honey when she could. It's supposed to be very good for you. Oh, the turning. Can I see if I can turn that down a bit? It is very...
Yeah.
I think I might
Doctor
vomit.
Who is back on New Year's Day whilst I did like parts of Series 11 and its 60s Who. Feel Rosa and It Takes You Away being my fave. Series 12 looks better.
So the way she read that, I could not understand a word of that sentence. I'm sure it's written perfectly well. Doctor Who is back on New Year's Day, yes. Whilst I did like parts of Series 11 and its 60s Who feel, yeah, I liked a few bits of it. Rosa and It Takes You Away being my faves. Series 12 looks better, says Dead Riot. I think it probably looks, yeah, it looks good. It looks better. My grandma used to always have Manuka honey stocked at her home. Always made me have some. Not a fan. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Honey's good for helping burns. Yeah. I've seen a couple of people asking me already. I don't know why today of all days they're asking me this, but what I think of something in The Mandalorian. Now, you could call it a spoiler, the thing that I'm about to say, but it's from episode 1, and it's the thing that everyone is memeing about all over social media. So I think anyone who has used any social media in the past, you know, few weeks will already know about this. So I suggest you mute your thing for the next 10 seconds while I just name it. It's the thing though. It's the Mandalorian thing that everyone knows about. But if you don't want to hear it, mute your chat now. Mute your audio now for 5 seconds, and then I'll refer to it not by name going forwards. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. I've been asked what I think about Baby Yoda. Okay, you can now unmute your chat, your thing, my chat. Okay, so that thing, I'm good with it. I'm good about it. I think it's very well done from an effects perspective. I think it's very fast, this game. Although it did seem to have some sort of, it was almost helping me get around the corners a bit, which was good.
You must learn to collect pollen.
Bling, 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 bling. So we've got to collect pollen now. Oh, it's very zen. Oh, very zen, isn't it? I can go faster than this, but I don't actually want to. This bee is way quicker than I expected him to be. I think from an effects point of view, it's done very well, which, you know, even that alone could have been where it fell down. Ah! Yikes! But they've done that properly. I was a bit concerned when they first revealed it that if it was going to be a continual thing for the entire rest of the series, if it was going to be, you know, a regular feature of every episode, then it might be a little bit like busy work or like a bit distracting, and so it's like, you know, how am I supposed to be a badass Mandalorian when I've got this to deal with all the time, you know? But I think it's going well, and you know, a lot of people make comparisons to other famous works of fiction and say, oh, well, it's a bit like that thing, and yes, it is, and you know, we know it can be done well in that respect. What is this thing? Oh, it's a beehive. Talk to Alice. She's over there. And it was also an excellent merchandising opportunity, of course.
The world is filled with different flowers, which our vision sees in different colors.
TP gives non-Star Wars peeps a rest this week, already on Star Wars talk. If people ask me these questions, I'm not going to dwell on it any further, but yeah. Okay, I've got to find this. Oops, I skipped that last bit. Use bee vision to identify flower quality. White flowers are common, green uncommon, yellow rare.
Peter, you have explained how you got into Star Wars.
Oh, here we go.
How did you get into Doctor Who?
Oh, okay.
Also, did you watch War of the Worlds? It was rubbish.
Oh, was it? Oh, that's a shame, because I heard about it. So I didn't. Let me name drop that kind person for their money. We've got subscriptions from Empyrean 7 there and Crimson Dragonfly 7 about to come through. That was Dead Riot with 200 B-lips. Thank you very much for those. I'm gutted to hear that War of the Worlds didn't work, because okay, different coloured flowers. Activate bee vision. Oh geez, if you're not feeling sick enough already. Right, what does it want me to do? Click 4 epic red pollens. Okay, there we go. Because War of the Worlds sounded good, and I've not got around to watching it yet, just because I haven't. I've just got that much else to do. But I was probably gonna, catch up on it at some point. And I think my fiance wanted to watch it, or she at least asked me, "Oh, have you heard that they're doing this War of the Worlds?" Which I took to be, I took to mean, let's watch it at some point when we can. But anyone else think it's bad or good? The War of the Worlds?
And now you're full of Vitro. We use Vitro as a power-up to fly faster.
Vitro?
Feel like a rocket.
Fly faster? I want to fly faster! Kind bee Alice. Vitro is your special bee speed boost. The arrow indicator on the bottom left shows your Vitro energy. Fill it up by collecting pollen from several flowers of an identical type in a row, or by eating human sweets throughout the park. Vitro R1. Is this Vitro? Oh my god. Okay. It'll be good for crossing, long distances in the park and stuff. But I mean, look at that. That makes me want to throw up. Can I turn off motion blur maybe? This is it is a kind of a bit vommy, this game. Sound, screen, gamma correction. No, we're just going to put up with it. I'll try to turn gently, everyone. Peter, can you send me lots of luck through the internet for my uni application to be successful? Josh, I'm sending it. Let me go. Look, I've got some in here. Oh, sorry, no. Best of luck, Josh. But hey, if it doesn't go the way you want it to, don't worry. That's the thing that I learned from my life. Not necessarily uni related, but just generally. You know, you get these things.
Okay, one last thing. A proper bee knows how to deposit her collected pollen.
It's easy to think that it's the be all and end all. The be all and end all.
Go on, give it a try.
I've spotted it dead right. I am going to get around to your question, but thank you again for an extra 100 blips there. I've not forgotten you. I'm just distracted by the game and other people, but I will answer your question right now. But yeah, obviously, best of luck with your application. But, you know, just in case things don't go the way you want, try not to despair about it, because there's always a new thing for you to do. And I always say, I subscribe to the... Oh, returning pollen. Oh, I see. I always subscribe to the adage that, like, everything happens for a reason, quote unquote. And what I mean by that is not, like, a sense of, like, fate. Like, there's actually some sort of magic wizard in the sky who's deliberately making us, you know, say, have an unsuccessful uni application or, you know, fail an exam or something. I don't believe that, but what I mean is...
Fantastic! You're all set now. Follow the tunnel to return to the hive.
Okay, I will. Which tunnel? Back there? But what I mean is, there will come a time, weeks, months, years away from that, where you'll be in a really happy place for some other reason, and you'll look back and you'll think, man, I never would have got here if I'd actually got into uni. You know, I wouldn't have taken that, like, change in my path, or, you know, went to a different uni instead, because I didn't get an offer from the one I applied to, and then I met my partner there, or I got, you know, I basically wouldn't be working in this actual job if I'd not ended up at Newcastle Uni, which I only ended up at because I didn't really know what I wanted to do after my degree, and that got me essentially indirectly had me applying to What Culture, which ultimately got me here, and also working at the Acast. So, you know, it's all things happen like that. Anyway,
You must be very eager to get to work.
I've been asked how I got into Doctor Who.
I am, but I don't know what I should be doing.
There are many different jobs in the hive. Scouts.
Our
guards,
name doesn't fit
nannies,
on the...
But most of us are honeybees. Like me.
Okay.
Wow, I get to choose my job?
Beady Ray
no,
Waspers.
silly. The queen decides.
Oh.
You must go see her.
Oh, we're going to go see the Queen. Beady Ray Wasperu. How did I get into Doctor Who? Well, we had a couple of episodes.
Hey, keeping busy?
Shut up. We had a couple of episodes on VHS that I think had just been recorded off the telly, almost randomly on a whim or whatever, or maybe even incidentally. You know when you like accidentally leave the VCR recording? Oh, there's a ring down here. Oh. So yeah, I don't know if anyone even intentionally recorded any Doctor Who episodes, but we had a couple. We had Genesis of the Daleks, which is great.
Hey, keeping busy.
Oh, shut up. And also, I don't even know what the episode was, but it was a John Pertwee one with the Autons, which was absolutely terrifying because they were so uncanny valley and weird and really terrifying. And that was, you know, a lot of people say, like, I've heard people say,
Hold it! Don't move.
Christ, there's a surprising amount of dialogue in this
Why
game.
do you approach our queen?
It means I don't get a chance to...
Well, little one, you are a honeybee now. Fly forth into the world, collect pollen for the hive.
Okay. Thank you, Queen. Go outside the hive. Go outside the hive! Talk to humans! Either Spearhead or Space... Spearhead from Space or Terror of the Autons. Thank you, Dead Riot. Was Well, see, I've tried to find this episode before, and I have this memory, which I now think is a false memory, or possibly was from a different John Pertwee episode, where he was in this lab while all the action was going on outside, like people were dying and stuff. And he was saying, oh, I've got all these drugs that I need to test. There's all these like different drugs in this lab, and we need to find the right one that will like defeat the enemy. And he was like putting them into this machine, and like weird images, like microscope looking images of the drug were coming up on the screen. And I always thought that was from the Autons episode that I watched, but it's either from a different episode or it wasn't that at all. Rapsputin says, always enjoy the streams. Thank you very much. Thanks for your Twitch Prime subscription there. Anyway, so we had those 2 episodes and thought, okay, yeah, this show is pretty good, but I didn't really understand it. I was very young at the time. I was about 6.
I love Christopher Eccleston the most, as he was my first Doctor.
I love Eccleston. I wish he'd done more. But yeah, I guess my first Doctor, in a way, was Tom Baker, Genesis of the Daleks. I loved that story so much. It was terrifying, but I have a very vivid memory of watching that Autons episode, of physically actually hiding behind the sofa, because I was watching it at my grandparents' house, where their sofa was set a fair bit away from the wall. Like behind their sofa, they had like a sideboard and stuff. So, because I've seen, there's flies coming at us. Oh, I've been hit by flies. Because I've seen people say like, what is this like hide behind the... Yeah, okay, enough of that. What is this hide behind the sofa rubbish? Because... Oh, it's a deer. I've unlocked the red deer in the glossary. But yeah, people say like, you know, what's this about hiding behind a sofa? Like, my sofa's backed against the wall. Whose sofa is not backed against a wall? You know, as though it's a crazy thing. But I did literally hide behind the sofa when watching Doctor Who. And I'm almost proud about that I was able to do that, to conform to the stereotype, because although it's said often about Doctor Who that people hid behind the sofa, a lot of people didn't because they were unable to. Oh, you can get out of the park! I didn't expect that. Or into a different part of the park, I guess. Anyway, so those are my very old Classic Who episodes. Then I watched a little bit of the first few episodes of the very first series a bit later on. Use bee vision. Collect 4 yellow flowers. Okay. Snowdrops. So I've seen a little bit of Hartnell's first run, first series, and then when New Who came out, I was so excited for that because I knew more about Doctor Who than some of my friends did. They had no idea what it was.
Is there a part in the game where someone steps on you and you sting them and you're dying?
Oh my god.
Breaths.
There might be. Yellow flowers. Ever seen any more yellow flowers? And I've watched every episode of New Who many times, and I love it. I mean, I don't love it so much anymore. There we go. But I still like it.
Oh, there is a bee over there, and she doesn't look well.
Uh-oh. She doesn't look well.
I should see if I can help her.
Do these people swat at me? God, this is one of the weirdest perspectives I've ever had in a video game. How weird. Oh! But look at this guy. What a handsome chap. He could be an actor. Can we go inside him?
Yeah.
What were the scariest monsters for you? I hated the Weeping Angels the most.
Weeping Angels are pretty creepy, yeah. you know, there's some like obvious answers that you go for. You know, once upon a time the Daleks were very scary. Not so much anymore because I think they're a bit it's oversaturation. Weeping Angel's scary. The child, the empty child, the gas mask kid, scary boy. Are you my mummy, etc. Or not? I mean, he wasn't even necessarily the creepiest. It was like when they were in the hospital and all the people turned into gas mask kids. That was horrible. But I always talk about how much I love the episode called Midnight, which is this most like super claustrophobic episode. It was deliberately filmed on like a really tight budget.
Hello? Are you alright?
Oh, what?
Sick bee Jackie.
I don't feel so good. Everything is spinning.
Oh no, she
You
had some alcohol.
leave me alone.
This actually happens in real life. My once in like 2 month watch on Twitch. Time zones are the best. Hi, Tiny Peter. Oh, well, sorry to hear that, abominable Kiwi, but thank you very much for being with us where possible. I don't know if Kiwi actually means you are from New Zealand or, you know, or not, but either way, time zones, right? Thanks for being with us. She's drunk. Yes, she actually is. This happens in the wild.
Wait!
Sometimes bees eat, or I don't know if eat is the right word, but they, oh, is that pollen on my legs? Is that the pollen I've been gathering? Oh, I've got to follow this bee. Oh no, I fell behind, I think. Okay, follow the distressed bee. But yeah, they eat or drink from like a fermented, like a rotten fruit, and it's like, oh, there's a spider web. And it's fermented on like the forest floor, and they actually get a bit drunk. And sometimes if they're too drunk, when they get back to the hive, they're not actually allowed in until they sober up. Oh damn. Some gusts of wind really blowing me around here. But this controls surprisingly well. I mean, it's very fast, but it's not, for some reason, despite being really quick, sensitive turning, that's normally synonymous with like being very difficult to control. But this, I think it's got something in it that like very gently kind of aims you towards nearby things or like away from walls. Oh, the flies! I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining that, but I kind of feel like even though I'm doing like these wild turns, whenever I come out of a turn, I'm always going towards the thing that I want to go towards. I don't know, it's clever. Maybe not. Maybe it's not doing that, but it feels like it is. Yeah, there's an episode of Doctor Who called Midnight where it was filmed on a budget because the entire thing takes place just on a bus, and it's not the bus in the desert. That's not the one I'm talking about. They're on this sci-fi bus thing that's taking them on a trip to a planet that can't support any life. And there's a problem. The reason it can't support life is because the light outside on the planet will kill anything living. There's like this super crazy light outside. So the bus has no windows, but the cockpit on the front of the bus has special glass that can very briefly withstand the light, I guess just for, you know, so they can navigate properly. And they break down, and they're looking out of this window just before this like shield goes down to cover them up, like a metal thing to like close the window. And just before it goes down, one of the drivers goes like, "Oh my god, what's that? And then it closes. You don't see anything. And the doctor's like, "What did you see?" He was like, "I don't know. It was like someone was like running towards us." Oh. And it turns out that there's this like weird entity that you never really understand what it is, or like, oh, I don't know, it's really creepy. It's just like the whole enigma of the thing.
Today's blaze will be taking place in the Sandwich Islands. Terms and conditions apply. Please direct any questions or concerns to Lord Brotovich.
Thank you, Cecil Prumps, for looking up today's 420 for us. We'll all be laze it together, won't we? Am I right? Anyway, that episode, really creepy.
That's it for me.
Purely for like how everyone's like hemmed in together. They all start turning on each other because they're really paranoid and scared.
You can go home.
And like it's as much about like mob mentality as it is about the monster itself.
That's a good day's work.
Like the whole crowd that the Doctor is with just go like super scared. And oh, see, now I can just make a beeline back to the hive. Back to the hive! Got my boost. Beerbo, or whatever it's called. Burbo. Betro. Bite Nitro. Whoa! Oh, tried to thread the needle. Are there any cars that I can splat on around here?
Yeah.
Great job on the latest main menu. I thought the part where you said there a nodule was hilarious. Lol.
Humans. They've never come
Thank
this
you,
close
Knee-Deep.
before.
Thank you very much for 300 B-lips.
What
Oh
do
no,
we
there's
call
humans
our
on our
tree?
bee tree! Oh, Josh Shudgy, my mum just bought me fish and chips from the local chip shop. Oh, fish and chips. I've not had fish and chips in ages. Return of the hive! We're talking to humans! So we fought a wasp just then. It's pretty crazy. Without using our sting. Because we would just die instantly. Thank you, Mikey2Milks, for a single blip there a while back. I missed that. Thank you very much.
Humans are trying to destroy our tree.
No!
They give up for now, but they will be back soon to take away our home.
What's the Queen gonna do? Glad you guys enjoyed main menu.
Do not be afraid. From this day on,
We enjoy doing
only
it.
the scouts, but only them, are obliged to search for a new place for us to live. As for the rest, get back to your duties.
Duties. Everyone get back to your duties. It's very warm in here, not least because I've got a hat on. I'm going to turn the temperature down a bit. Jeez. I mean, not G's, I mean bees. We are Farmer Bee. The hive is one big family. We're all children of the same mother, after all. On my first day of pollen duties, I came across a poor, confused bee who had gotten ill from eating bad fruit. I helped her back home. It's not getting ill, is it? It's getting pissed. But sure. On the compass you will always find the hive and quest location symbols. Challenge symbols are only visible when they're nearby. Okay. Need to drop off my pollen. Yes, I do.
Back to work. We still need more epic pollen for the winter.
More epic pollen.
But
Okay.
epic pollen is hard to find. It may be time to visit our library.
Oh. So it's still very much anthropomorphic, and not just in that they talk, but like it's more than just that they talk. They have a library.
Oh, hi!
Oh, hi, Beely Ray Wasproo. Oh, look at this. It's very pretty, this game, isn't it?
up?
I know it does feel quite indie sometimes, just with... I don't know, some of it just, you know... And it's you know, I guess you would... I'm assuming it counts as indie, but like it... You know, it has that vibe about it. But, sometimes not. Like, oh, look at this. This is lovely. I really like this. And I'm not obliged to say it just because we were given a code. I actually asked them for a code just because I wanted one, because I wanted to play it. And I thought Amy might want to play it as well. And I just said, hey, I'll play it on stream and give you my honest opinion on it as well. So, no, we do say that quite often, but I think it's worth reiterating that just because we get provided codes for games, we don't feel at all obliged to be polite about it. You only need to see some of our quip scopes that we've done in the past, or heard our discussions on podcasts, etc., to know that we don't just blindly say, I endorse this game that is good because it was given to me. We don't do that. And we certainly don't get paid to cover any of this, so there's no financial aspect to it either. You can find your feats in the game menu and the Hive library. Completed and progressive feats give you knowledge bonuses. Okay, what are you talking about? What feats? Hello? Oh, I see. So things that I've already done.
Yes, there are many places with good pollen. I should go outside and check them out.
Okay. Okay. Start. Is this a challenge? Or is that is that the accolade I got for doing the start of the game? I think it might be. Yeah, this is like it's almost like a trophy room, I think, and that is one I've unlocked. I'm guessing. Demica Kempton has gone to get some soup. Be right back. Okay. Enjoy your soup. You can catch flies with honey, but you catch more honeys being fly. That's absolutely right. Ugh. Bees have two stomachs, one for eating and the other for storing nectar collected from flowers or water so that they can carry it back to the hive.
Hey, I saw you in the library. Come, let me tell you something.
So, what's the deal with nectar and pollen? I know they're not the same thing, obviously, but yeah, I don't really understand. Are they just... Oh, you can fly completely... Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, God, this just got even more vomit-inducing. You can now fly upside down. Can I barrel roll? No, it just automatically does it. Okay. Ugh. I'd love a woodlouse sim game where at some point you meet a child who calls you Woody and becomes your friend, which we all did. Bees want to eat nectar. While they do, pollen sticks to them and it pollinates other plants. Yeah, see that? Yeah. I understand that pollination is completely sort of incidental and bees obviously aren't going out of their way to pollinate plants, but...
You were looking for epic pollen, right?
Doesn't sound like an old bee. Oh, we're going to do the bee dance. This is what bees... This is like semi-educational despite being very anthropomorphic. Bees go to plants to drink the nectar, and plants are covered in pollen, and they get covered in the pollen. As they fly around, it spreads the pollen around, making more things grow. Yeah. So do they not... Are they not bothered by the pollen at all? Are they not in... Because we're collecting pollen in this game, right? Do they not also collect pollen? Or not? I guess not. So the bees just are going for nectar. I think baby bees eat some pollen for protein. Pollen is also to feed the larvae. Okay, yeah, see, that was kind of my confusion, is that I thought there was still an aspect of deliberately collecting pollen, even if it's just a bit. Anyway, I'm pressing X. Repeat correctly all your dance partner's moves. I'm pressing it. Hello, game? Oh, my controller's disconnected. Oh, okay. They don't collect pollen. It is the flowers taking advantage of the bees. Do they not collect a little bit of pollen, though? Right? So bees actually do this. I mean, maybe not in this exact way, but yeah, I know it's low. I've just plugged it in. Calm down. I've got another controller if you want. Oh, I missed that one. I wasn't watching. No. Right. Up. Right. Up. Left. But yeah, bees dance and they point in a certain direction, and the way in which they do their dance indicates calm down, distance.
Got it.
Why does it just keep... Is this just a bad charger? Alright, hang on.
May the pollen be with you.
Let's just wait until this disconnects, and then I will connect a new controller. Earn knowledge points by completing challenges. Their markers are coloured by type. Blue, race. Pink, dance. Red, fight. Orange, sting the bully. And green, gathering pollen. Okay, well let's find some oranges and sting the bully for sure. Is there dust in the charger port? Possibly. Anyway, we'll just use the other controller when this inevitably switches off. Oh, is there more deer down here? What are they? Or what? What are these things? Oh! More deer everywhere. That is an actual red deer sound effect they just used there. They make pretty interesting noises, red deer. Oh look, there's burbs. Will they eat me? It's a crow. It's a raven. I don't know if that's a raven. Let me see. Show me your... I guess it could be a raven. It's hard to tell without scale. We got a cow.
Yeah.
The story you are looking for is Doctor Who and the Silurians. There is a montage in a lab with Pertwee looking into a microscope to cure a plague. How you feel about Star Wars is hope I feel about Doctor Who.
Oh wow, well thanks for that, because it's kind of... So I must have seen a few Pertwee episodes. Oh, that's actually really good, because it's one of those things that I've always... You know, you have like a weird memory in your head of something. And the only other Pertwee episode I could remember was that Autons one of the two that you said. But there must have also been a Silurians one. Cool. Well, I want to watch that again, just for the memory, really. Remember it looking really weird, like the way he looks at the drugs come up on the screen, and they just look like sort of in my head they just look like blood splats, different shapes and sizes. Visit the zoo. Oh my god. Okay, let's go visit the zoo. We're at the zoo, Lady Flower. Oh! Jeez! You can find info about animals and plants in the glossary. More entries will be added whenever you encounter something new. Okay.
Chickens. Horrible, scary things. They lay eggs like us. But their larvae don't eat honey. They eat bees.
So is honey made from nectar? I thought I knew more about bees than I did, but I don't think I do. I do know that a queen can lay a couple of 1,000 eggs in a day. Do you know that one? I guess it probably varies from different types of bees, but that's just the fact that I've seen. That a queen bee, non-specific, can lay like 2,000 to 3,000 eggs. Oh, there's rhinos.
Whoa. Now those are big animals.
Yeah.
If the old bee was right, I should be getting close now.
Oh, I guess the old bee told us, hey, the epic pollen is near the big animals. Where's my next? Let's grab a bit of pollen while we're here. keep grabbing white ones, we'll gain some of that boost stuff. Oh, there's a hippo up there. Let's get green ones now. Green. Green. 2 more greens. Give me some of that Betro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today, Rian Johnson said he wants to direct an episode of The Mandalorian. Lol.
Christ, God save us. Okay, well, sure. I guess he can't go too wild with it though. Like directing an episode of a TV show, you still pretty much get told. It's the writing that bothers me. I don't mind. I think he's a fairly decent director. Anyway, I'm avoiding Star Wars. You know my thoughts on Last Jedi. I think he deviated too much. I'm all for testing the water, bit of deviation, a bit of subversion, but there's a bloody limit on it, Ryan. Anyway, Louis J. Weber. 9 months, only 3 more, then I get my parole hearing. Big Billy-shaped love. How you enjoy the Christmas appeal bits. I hope you enjoy the Christmas appeal bit. I'm sure we will. Would you like to take the dance challenge? Yeah, why not?
Hey, what's wrong?
There's an exotic flower over in the tropic zone,
Oh.
but I just can't stand the heat in there.
Show me the way and get...
Up. Up. Right. Up. Right. Left. Up. Right. Left. Down. No. Up. Right. Left. Right.
Now you know the way.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. Fresh controller. Oh, it's only on 1 block. We'll get this one charging. Hopefully the game will at least... The console will stop saying that it's... We'll see. Oh yeah, I think it's a bit of a loose connection. That's why. Okay, yeah, we'll leave that doing its thing. I think that either that wire or the port is not very good, which is why it was a bit unhappy. There's a seagull! Oh my Christ. I'm pretty sure some of these animals eat bees. It's not that low. What are you talking about? Or are you talking about the one that I've just plugged in? Oh no, this is on nearly 0. Okay, well, we'll wait for this to run out. Is there another cable in here? There's not. Oh, what's that? No. It looks a bit like one, but it's not. Okay, well. We'll see how we get on, won't we? Yes, Rory Seagull. Yeah, that was Rory Seagull there. What were we talking about? I've forgotten. Oh, sheep! Why do I only get animal info on some of these animals? Oh, there we go. I thought I had to like bash into them because that's what I did at the beginning to get the deer, but apparently not. Okay, so that's the hive. The hive. And we want to go to like the tropical zone, don't we? Can't even get any of this pollen anymore. Where's my quest marker? There's something on the top of the screen, look. Is it telling me which way to go? It's like a compass point. I'll follow it, see where it goes. Okay, so it's in here. Fast Touch, subscribed by Twitch Prime. Oh! What's she got? Weird. I think it's in here. This looks like the hothouse. Tropic Zone. Found it. Oh, I bet it's nice. I bet it smells great in here. I love going in places like this. Parrot. Okay, so let's look for this epic. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we got some epic pollen. Visit the zoo. Okay. Oh my god, is that a... Oh, I thought it was like a crocodile. I feel like there's going to be a lot of Beely Ray Wasprus fan art after this stream. Yeah, I'd love that. I want to see some bee stuff. Peeps, random question, but would you ever consider making TripleJump enamel pins? We actually, in the Patreon reward, for the one that's like a... Nah, I want to... Ideally, I'd like to do a Sting the Bully. One of our TripleJump rewards is like a fan box of like... It's got like stickers and pins and things like that. And one of the pins is... Can't say for sure whether it's enamel, but it's like a proper... It's like a nice pin, one of those where you take the back off rather than just like a badge from like a birthday card. It's like a, you know, proper pin. And at the moment they're not for sale on the store, but you know, maybe it's something we could consider making available. But certainly, if you go in at that tier for a month on Patreon, you'll get a pin, a couple of stickers. I think you get a signed photo in those boxes as well. I think you do. Citation needed, but I'm fairly sure.
What a beautiful place. So many animals and humans. But I must focus and find the flower lady.
I've already done that, haven't I?
I can smell some very rare flowers.
Okay.
The flower lady must be nearby.
Okay, we'll find the flower lady again. I'd love to see some Beely Ray chat, some Beely Ray fan art. Absolutely. Just me and like a happy bee hanging out. Maybe I could ride the bee. You know, 'cause I'm tiny. That's the joke. What's this? Green? Collect challenge. Nah, I'm okay. Look out for an orange pillar, everyone. We want to sting the bully, right? Purple is... What's that, a dance? Oops. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. For now. Flower lady? Where you at? Ooh. Oh, she's in here. I think. I'm following these flower markers on my compass. Oh, are they? Oh, maybe they're... No, they're pointing me towards challenges, aren't they? Okay. Okay, well that's... Oh, I see. Yeah, it did actually tell me things will only appear on your compass when you're nearby. But we'll find the flower lady. Okay, let me grab some pollen. So we've got some speed. Green. Green. screen. Lovely. We've got full pollen. Oh, that's why we couldn't collect any last time. Okay, let's find the flower lady.
Yeah.
At what point do you get captured and poured on Nicolas Cage's head in prelude to a pseudo pagan
bees.
sacrifice ceremony? Oh no, not the bees. They're in my eyes.
Oh no. I don't want to be poured on Nick Cage's face. That'd be horrible. Thank you, Dead Right, for the bee lips there. Where's the flower? I hope I've not glitched it because I saw the flower lady
It's
before,
waiting
didn't
for my
I?
legs. I need to drop this stuff off in the hive.
Oh, there she is! I hope we can still get it, despite being on full pollen. Ah! Oh no, I can't. I've got to drop off at the hive, which is miles away. Okay. And I've only got a little bit of Beatro left. Okay. It's a bit silly that you can't collect boost while you're on full pollen.
I've gathered tons of pollen. Time to take it back to the hive.
I'm doing it. You're flying outside the hive. There we go.
What's up?
What's up, Billy Ray Wasproo? Did it not even type in properly? Is that why? Did it run out of characters? I didn't realise. Never mind. Cool. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. I mean, bees. Oh, bees. Right, let's fly back to the zoo. In fact, let's start out getting a bit of pollen. So that we've got a nice... What are these glowing things? Oh yeah, these are sugary stuff, aren't they? Do I eat this? How do I eat it? I want the sugar. Oh my god, I can sting! Look, I'm stinging! Press triangle to sting. I don't know if I can collect the stuff though. Let me try stinging a guy. Oh my god, I did. He's kind of unfazed, really. He's saying ow. Weird. Nick Cage. Not fussed at all. I want your sugar for the Beatro. Give it to me. Oh yeah, land on it. Land on it to eat it. Oh, fantastic. It can just fill up your entire bar. Oh, that's great. I understand now. Okay. Yes. Now let's speed away and find the flower lady. I think she probably just walks in a square around here. So if we just cycle around, I think we'll bump into her. Flower lady, where are you? Maybe she doesn't. Maybe it's a bit more complicated. Sting the child. Can you keep on playing while getting stung by a bee? No, yes, you can, because you're unstingable. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he doesn't mind. What about the dog? Oh, I don't want to sting the dog. And yet, here I am. Stinging the dog. The dog can't be stuck. Oh, God, I thought it had died then. Jeez. It's fine. The dog is fine, everyone. God, you can go fast in this game. Flower lady. Where you be? Uh-huh. I mean, I know she eventually comes to this area, but I don't know how often. Is there any sugar here for me to... Oh, there she is! I see her. Got it.
Oh, yes. That is good pollen.
It is
But I want
delicious,
more
tasty
than
pollen.
that. There are other bees around.
Yeah?
Maybe they can point me in the right direction.
Okay. Sure. Go and talk with Fast Bee Jordan. Just buzzed him, as they say. It's only 1 minute! Oh my god, it's only 1 minute! Until we lays it, everyone. A single minute until bee lays time.
Do you know any rare flowers around
Can you
here?
pollinate piss mushrooms? I don't think mushrooms need
Sure,
pollination.
one
They
race.
have.
If you
They work
catch
by
me,
spores.
I'll tell you about the flowers.
If you catch me, oh, I've got to. It's a race. Watch out for obstacles and power-ups along the way. Okay. Oh well, I don't have any. Don't have any charge. Oh, went down the hole. Yikes! Oh, this is a good start. Oh. Oh. Oh Christ! Can I? Oh, you can fast travel in this game. Okay, well this might be a failure, but at least we know now. You go underground. Go underground! 420, everyone! Oh, I'm not in a good. It's not a good time for me to press the button. There we go. B lays it, everyone. Let me hear some B lasers. Oh, I don't know where the rings have gone now. I'll just lose the race and start again. Okay.
B blaze it.
Thank you, Stephen Scodes, very much. Oh, I caught her! It's as easy as that.
There are really epic flowers in the tropic zone. Thank you.
Oh, well, I already knew that. Okay, well, we'll go to the Tropic Zone again then. Which is right here. It's deep underground. That's the bedrock. 420B lays it, everyone. Look at all these 420 emotes in the chat. We blazed it. Congratulations, everyone. I'm going to sting this child right in the pigtails. I'm surprised. I thought this game would have a swatting mechanic where if you flew too close to people, they swatted you out of the way, but apparently not.
Wow, what an amazing place. And I can already smell the flowers.
She's a lady bee, this character. You can be a Billy with a... You can be a lady Billy. A Billy Piper. Billy Lord. Billy... anyone else? Any female Billies? Oh, it's still going, is it? No, that's fine. It's alright, 422 is 422. Play this animation for the rest of the stream. Billie Jean King. Snoop, please. I don't think tropical houses like this just have parrots, macaws just loose, do they? Maybe they do. But, I mean, the door's open. But yeah. Billy Bob Thornton. Billie Eilish, yeah. What next? Collect 5 epic pollen red from the tropic zone. 1, 2, 3. Ow. Oh, there's a tortoise. 4. Hey, buddy. Oh my god, a tortoise has never looked so terrifying. It's like the one out of Neverending Story. That, like, apathetic tortoise. 5. Knowledge points. Billy the Kid. Billy the Wizard, Rocket Root Broomstick Racing. This combination of hat and headphones is not... and glasses is not good for my ears. I mean, headphones and glasses alone don't really work, but... Billy Connolly, I mean, yeah, I was asking about Lady Billies, but sure. Earn knowledge points by doing all this bollocks. Oh, you get new skins for your bee! And animal statues. Okay. Fast unlock early access, did that just say? So I looked it up and apparently we were wrong. Pollen and nectar are both eaten and collected by bees. See, I thought this was a thing. I thought they did deliberately collect pollen to a certain extent. Pollen is protein, nectar is carbs. For the most part, pollen is fed to bee larvae. Yeah, some people did say that. And also fed to queen bees. Nectar is the regular daily food for worker and drone bees and is stored in honeycomb, dehydrated and made into honey. Well, thank you, N. Barlam, for looking that up. I was pretty sure that bees did intentionally collect pollen, but they did also that, like, pollination is an incidental factor. Like, bees don't deliberately go around pollinating flowers. It just happens because nature is flipping amazing. I mean, how did that even work beforehand? I don't even want to think about how that evolved simultaneously. Visit the trophy room. I'm on my way. You guys having a nice time? Is this chilled out enough for you? I was going to put on some smooth jazz for the whole stream, some like royalty free. Why can I not get out of here? Is there a glass? No, there's not. What? What's going on? Well, it behaves as though there's... Oh, there is a bit of glass actually. Oh, that's my bad. Thought there wasn't. I was going to put on some royalty-free smooth jazz for the entire stream. And we could do a... You like jazz? Kind of lo-fi, chilled-out stream. But in the end, I thought, this soundtrack is good enough on its own.
Oh no! What's happened to our tree?
What?
The humans must have cut off its branches.
Oh no! What kind of tree is it? It's got berries. Fruits, actually. They're pretty big. Oh no, the humans have cut off its branches. I'm pretty sure if a tree surgeon was hired, or was asked by the council to like chop some branches off, they would probably get rid of the beehive first, or they would choose not to mess with this tree because there's a beehive in it, either for conservation purposes or for let's not all get stung and have to have the expense of chopping up a tree. But if they decided that this tree absolutely had to go, irrespective of the beehive, they would get rid of the beehive before they started messing around with it. Surely. This was totes chill until you made my brain hurt with evolutionary conundrums. Looks like mistletoe to sprout stuff. Mistletoe has white berries, and it's parasitic.
Hey,
it's like
keeping busy.
there's not a mistletoe tree. It's like the mistletoe lives on other trees, particularly oak trees. It quite likes. There you go. Some tree facts for you. It's not just a bee stream, it's a tree stream too. Check the archive. Oh, look. There's all this stuff. Which, you know, I can't be bothered to read right now. Common wasp. Vespula vulgaris. Houseflies. Musca domestica. Can we kill the beesy bee? Let me try and sting the beesy bee.
Hey, keeping busy.
No. Can't sting the beesy bee. What's up, Billy Ray Wasp Brew? It's very hard to say. Oh, you can unlock this stuff as well with more points. Well, obviously, kind of goes without saying. So, are we casting spells now? Yeah. Talking sort of pseudo-Latin and you must be casting a spell. That's how it works. Buy bee statue in the trophy room. Okay. Okay, I'll do that. What, in here? Or is the trophy room the bit where it was about feats? Feats as in Feats, not Tiny Pete, Big Feet. Wikifeet.com/Tiny Pete, Big Feet. Oh, did I just leave? The bee is the only insect that produces foods also eaten by humans. That's not true. Spiders make chutney, don't they? That's one for a small portion of the audience. The wand is in the bum. Yeah, the stinger. The stinger,
Hey,
also
keeping
known
busy.
by bee scientists as the bee wand. The bum wand. The bee's bum wand. Unlocked for 0 knowledge points. Oh, I see. I understand. 3D viewer. Oh. Oh, I really like that though. I've always loved 3D... Edible frog? Hooded crow. No, what? I've always loved 3D model viewers in games. There's one in Kingdom Hearts 1, at least, and possibly others. But that's great. Oh, was it earwigs make chutney? Maybe it was. I thought it was... Yeah, it was earwigs make chutney, and I think spiders make something though, isn't it? Spiders aren't insects that sprout stuff. No, I know that. I know they're not insects. It could be earwigs make chutney.
Well, I should drop off all this pollen.
Right, let me drop off the pollen, and then see if I can unlock a 3D model.
Our stockpiles are still low. We must gather a lot more before the winter.
Okay.
Winter is coming. Winter is coming. It's only midsummer.
Oh,
Oops. Skip that. Winter's coming. Spiders make gravy. Oh no. I don't want the spider gravy. Oh, I see. Check the archive. Right. Okay. So what are these three things? There's like a paw, there's a bee. Oh, it's different sections. So there's the animals section, I think. I don't know. I don't really understand how you sort of cycle through that and stuff. It's a bit strange. Check the archive. Right. So I can go left and right through the pages, and it shows me stuff that, you know, is not unlocked yet. And I can go up and down on the right, see there, where there's a paw and a bee and a flower. And I think that means there's an animal, a book on animals, which I was just looking at. This is the book on insects. See? And then there's a flowers one. If I press X on any of these, Okay, it takes me there, but I can now no longer go up and down. I can just press it, X. I think some of the selection... Maybe I'm just misunderstanding how this is working, but like... Yeah, I think this is like actually just a little bit buggy in terms of like selection reticles disappearing. Maybe. Yeah, like I can't do anything now. Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. Not that it really matters, but I don't know. Buggy. Oh, very good, everyone. Very good. Okay, let me find an animal in here. And I'm gonna see if we're gonna unlock a 3D model of it. What is that? L1? L2? Oh yeah, see? So then I can spin it round. The world's third largest tortoise. While other large tortoises live on tropical islands, this one lives in the arid lands of North Africa. Because of the heat, they spend a large part of their day in burrows underground. Well, now we know. After all that fannying around. Common wasp. So now we can get the golden statues of these things. Housefly. Should we get a wasp statue? Ugh. There we go. To be honest, didn't know Bee kept a book around for info. Yeah, they do. Bees. Oh, let's get the raven. Ravens are pretty rad. Crow family is amazing. They're very clever birds. Yeah, there you go. Ravens are among the smartest of birds, even having the capacity to tell other ravens about a distinct object, an ability shared only with humans, ants, and bees. Ravens can also mimic many sounds, including human speech. That's true. You're alright, love. You're alright, love. I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. That's one for the Vidiots fans. Magpies, also members of the crow family, like ravens, are the only... I think there's still some question marks over whether this is definitively true, but there's reason to believe that they can recognize themselves in a mirror.
Hi!
And if so, that would make them the only non-mammal species to be able to do it. The only other animals that can do it are like some great apes, so like chimps and stuff, possibly gorillas. Elephants can, I believe, and dolphins, and maybe some other clever whales. But magpies, man, pretty clever.
I guess it's back to work then.
Elephants can do the mirror thing, I remember. Yeah, you're right, Farwell. They can. You might ask, well, how do you test whether an animal can recognize itself in a mirror? Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you about it. I studied it at university. One of the things I did. One of the ways you do it is the Rouge test. Where all you do is pop a bit of like blusher or something, or like red paint on an animal, on its face, and then you show it a mirror. And if that animal understands that the image in the mirror is itself, they very, very often, certainly great apes and elephants with their trunks, will then go like that, and they'll touch their own face in recognition that, you know, that is, you know, they recognise that that's them. I think there's other ways to do it as well, because obviously birds and even dolphins, I suspect, can't exactly touch their face when they see themselves in a mirror, but that's one of the ways you test it. My dog used to bark at the other dog when she saw herself in the mirror, and now she can't be bothered. Yeah, you see a lot of animals, there's, you know, videos on YouTube and stuff of animals going crazy, seeing stuff in the mirror. Like peacocks, like fighting cars because they can see another peacock. think obviously most animals that live around mirrors do tend to stop attacking the mirror after a period of time. So like your cat and your dog might do it when they're younger and then stop. But that's not necessarily because they realise, oh wait, it's only me. They just realise that either, you know, that's not a real dog that I can see there, it just looks like one. Or possibly it is a real dog, but it's always behind that glass window and it's never ever ever caused me any issues, so I'm just gonna be fine with it. You know?
Job me. I've gathered tons of pollen. Time to take it back to the hive.
Ah! Do you know what? I will take the flight challenge while we're out here.
You're treading on wasp turf. Last I checked, the park belongs to everyone.
Oh, it was a fight challenge, not a flight challenge. Okay, well, let's fight this wasp. It's time for a bit of rhythm action. I like this as a simple, like a sort of basic combat mechanic, except it's too easy. And I think it should be a lot more fast-paced. You know, everything I've fought so far, I've absolutely nailed every single attack and defense. And it's just like, you know, these wasps don't frighten me at all. You are on easy, remember, says the fowl. Good point. You're right. Wasn't really sure what that would entail, and whether it would maybe help to just... Oh look, it's a wasp's nest. I didn't notice that.
Wow, I have so much pollen.
I do.
Before I gather more, I have to take this stuff back to the hive.
You're flying outside the hive. You're talking to humans. I wish there was a little pollen drop-off point on the outside of the hive, so I don't have to keep going through this loading screen just to drop off my pollen, but sure. Dead Riot, 100 B-lips. I had to sit and listen to my friend tell jokes about ravens all last week. At the end of it, I said, never more. Perfect.
That's a lot of pollen I've collected. Wow.
Good
It
work.
is.
Yes, but we still need more.
More? Wow. My wings will fall off.
What? Just going to collect even more pollen. Okay. What is this game? We had to take our Budgie's mirror out because all he would do is check himself out and then hump it to the point that he wouldn't get food or water. Says Demica Kempton. Crimson Dragonfly says, yeah, I volunteered in a parrot store for a summer and I saw too much of stuff like that. Best to get them an actual buddy. My oldest cockatiel thinks he's a human though. God, I didn't know that parrots humped mirrors. I did know that people justify putting mirrors in there. Like, the reason they put them in there is so that... Oh, wait, what's it saying? Oh, uncommon pollen green. Okay, at least it's mixing up the gameplay a bit. It's so that it thinks there's another budgie, and so it's got companionship, but that seems a bit... God, it's a bit artificial, isn't it? Can't really interact with it very much. Bing. Bing. Speed! Green. Ah! God, you can go fast. Imagine having a companion who always spoke exactly when you did. Oh, like those twins. You know about those twins? There's this British, these two twins, twin girls who Chase challenge, yeah, okay. I don't know if they spoke at the same time, but they spoke to each other in like their own language that like no one could really decipher. In fact, they often wouldn't speak to anyone at all, except each other in their own language, even though they could apparently, I think, understand what people were saying to them. And it's not a happy tale, really, because I think for a time they were locked up in like Strangeways or Broadmoor, which is like it's like they're like infamous prisons in the UK that are for like people who are like who are like mentally ill to the point that they're like a danger to society. So it's like prison for like quote unquote the criminally insane. And these girls got like locked up in there for not really doing anything that bad. I think they did a bit of shoplifting and stuff. They might have actually committed arson once, but I don't think they ever like actively attacked anyone. Anyway, bit of a grim story for you there, but I missed too many checkpoints. Okay. Am I trying to catch this bee or just hit all the yeah, both. Okay. Uh-oh. So it tells me, look, how many checkpoints I've missed. Oh, I can use my boost. I thought I couldn't.
I guess I'm not the fastest bee anymore.
I guess I'm not the fastest bee anymore.
How much pollen must I collect before I can do something more important?
Use Beatrice as mystery sender. Yeah, I thought because I tried it earlier and I thought it wasn't working, and then maybe you can't use it in the races, but you can. Arson isn't great, to be fair, says Adi Pramana. No, you're right. I'm not saying that arson is okay, but just saying, like that. Those prisons are for people who like serial killers and stuff, and these girls, they might not have even committed arson. I might be making that up, but even if they did, I don't think they did anything to purposefully endanger life. I think if they did commit arson, it was to burn down property, which is not a good thing, and can be a danger to people's lives if they're in the building, or if the fire department has to go and put it out, and that's always a dangerous job no matter what. So I'm not saying that arson is either okay or not a serious criminal offence, or even is not a danger to life, but my point is that they weren't trying to, I've got to collect all that uncommon pollen again now just because I played a game halfway through. Yeah, they weren't prime candidates for Strangeways, and certainly the other thing is that they were rehabilitated but kept in there for like decades or something, when it was patently obvious to everyone that they shouldn't be in there anymore, but just because they were very strange and sort of unconventional, just because of the way they behaved, they were just kept in this prison alongside murderers and stuff. If anyone wants to look up, you'll be able to find it very easily, just like British twins secret language or something. I'd be interested to get clarification on whether they did commit arson. But I'm sure I remember watching a documentary about them once, and one of the sort of angles the documentary was coming at it from was that like they were put in, I think it was Broadmoor, and they really shouldn't have been in there, basically. Like, compared to the crimes that they had committed, it wasn't really appropriate, or certainly not for the length of time they were in there anyway. June and Jennifer Gibbons, says Ujama Flippy. Can anyone see if they committed arson? Or like deliberately endangered someone's life in any way? I've just opened the page that someone's posted in. Oh yeah, they were charged with vandalism, petty theft and arson. which led them to being put in Broadmoor. They were sentenced to indefinite detention under the Mental Health Act and remained there for 11 years. And she blamed this lengthy sentence on their selective muteness. June said, juvenile delinquents get 2 years in prison. We got 12 years of hell because we didn't speak. We lost hope, really. I wrote a letter to the Queen asking her to get us out, but we were trapped. That's the whole thing about it, really, is that, yeah, arson's not a good thing. Especially if it endangers someone's life. But, as a general rule, you don't get put in an institution like that for setting fire to an old building.
Oh, so much pollen. Oh, my poor wings.
Especially if you're a kid.
Don't worry about your wings. Just go get more pollen.
This has been the Peter Austin Funtime Happy Zone since Mystery Assembly. Yeah. It wouldn't be a Peter Austin stream if we didn't raise some sort of bizarre, almost inappropriate... Oh, new skin. Collect as much pollen as you can carry. Can I get a new skin now? Wardrobe. Oh, nice. Unlock for 600. Western honeybee. Honeycoat bee. It's very similar. Little black dress. The fire bee. Oh, blue orchid bee. Green orchid bee. Red orchid bee. Secret bee! Finish the side quest Bully Bee to unlock this skin. I hope it's Barry B. Benson. I want to do these bully things, but I've not found any yet. Maybe we just... Oh! Oh my god, it's a hornet!
Oh no! Hornet, we're doomed!
Worker bee babby.
That's right, little bee. You are doomed.
Babby, you must warn our queen. I will hold him off for as long as I can.
Oh no.
You wish to fight me?
Prepare to fight the hornet. It might get a bit harder now. Oh! That's better. That's more like it. It's the sort of challenge I wanted. Biff. Be if. I finally failed one, and I'm almost pleased about it. Get him, Beely. Oops. If you fail, just cheater Austin your way to victory. Does this game have PvP? I think you mean BVB. It's got split screen, but I don't know if it's PvP. There once was a man from St. Bees who was stung in the arm by a wasp. Oops, I missed all that. When asked, did it hurt, he replied, not a lot. A good job it wasn't a hornet. Yeah.
Think you've beaten me, do you?
Beaten me.
Just getting started.
Oh no, there's more. But wait, there's more. Come on, Swarm. Let's get him with some swarm tactics. Sting him.
You shall not pass.
Oh. Fly, you fools.
Silly little bee. You cannot stop me.
This game isn't very realistic. No, I think you're right.
Sisters, attack!
Sisters attack! Oh my god. Now surely every one of those sisters who just stung the wasp is going to die.
This is not over. I'll be back.
It's definitely not limeristic, I said. I was reading chat at the same time. It's definitely not realistic. Trolling Badger's favourite bad limerick. I've never heard that before. I like it. I'll have to remember it. Once a man from St. Bees who was stung in the arm by a wasp. When asked did it hurt, he replied, not a lot. A good job it wasn't a hornet. ATP says Fifi44. Just want to say a massive thanks to you and Ben for all the laughs you provided me recently. It has been well needed. Keep up the good work, boys. Or girls. Or girls. Well, thanks for subscribing via Twitch Prime.
And winter got ever closer.
Winter's coming. Oh, here we go. Right, what now? Overhear the conversation. Funny farm. Why is it red? Why can I not leave? What? Do I have to overhear the conversation first? Up here? Yes, I do.
Always work to do, right? Oh,
Yeah.
Look at those lazy bees. They never stop gossiping. But they seem scared. I wonder what's up.
Hey, I heard another scout went missing.
Oh no.
Eaten by a frog, she was.
It's terrible. Scouting is so dangerous.
Can we become a scout?
And we've lost so many in the hornet attack, too. I don't think there are enough scouts to do their job.
I think they should check the amusement park.
It's not the best voice acting, is
It's
it?
dangerous, but there are bound to be good hive spots there.
Maybe I can help. I should ask the queen.
That's good. The main character is decent. Maybe I should help. I should ask the queen. Your Highness, may I be a scout?
Your Majesty, I've heard we've lost another scout.
Unfortunately, yes. This has been a difficult season.
Please, Mother, let me help.
Let me help.
Check this place called the amusement park.
No.
But why?
The amusement park? It is a place far too dangerous.
Of course.
Okay. Well, we're not allowed. So that happened.
Oh, pollen and pollen.
God, it looks
Any
good though,
bee
this
can
game,
collect
doesn't it?
pollen. I wish I could do something more important.
I agree. It's just busy work, this. I'm a busy bee, doing busy work. Hornets, which can grow up to 1.6 inches long, attack the nests of bees, and honeybees will surround the hornet and cook it. Oh, see, I've heard about this. I nearly brought that up when they were swarming on it, but I didn't know that's what they did against hornets. I wasn't really sure what they did it against. But bees bawl against invaders, apparently hornets, according to Catherine Expat's quote here. And the mass of bees heat up the area to 116 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 47 degrees Celsius, which is enough to kill the hornet. That's insane, isn't it?
And I'm not a youngling. I'm almost 2 weeks old. How much pollen must I collect before I can do something more important?
Oops. Bonk. What's the green one? I keep forgetting what these colours are. No, I don't take the collect challenge. I want an orange bully challenge. Sting the bully.
What's the point of collecting pollen if we're going to abandon our hive? We can't take it all with us anyway.
Ah, good question. Good question. Peter, how do you know all this weird stuff? Says Josh. I don't know. What's going on out there? Jeez. Oh, what is this? Oh, berries. Berry bee. Oh, you can walk around. I didn't know that. Oh. You can also fly right into stuff. Hang on. Let me land on a branch. See if I can walk up a wall, or maybe I can only walk on like flat surfaces. There we go. Oh, you can! Oh, this is cool. I don't know why it's cool, given that I can fly. This shouldn't be of any interest to me, but it is. Oh, it's a bit glitchy, but it's okay. How do I know this stuff? I don't know. Some of it comes from TV shows, I guess. Stuff like QI and things like that. Some of it's just from books that I read. Documentaries, nature documentaries. Occasionally I get stuff from video games, you know. They're a good source of education at times. I think a lot of my bee knowledge comes from probably QI or something. That's the kind of place I feel like I would have heard this from. Don't know why I'm just wandering up a branch, but it's just kind of fun. There we go. Well, we made it. A couple more pollens. Back to the hive.
Pollen? Ugh. I'm a bee. I love pollen, but I wish I could look for a new hive.
Zoom back home.
Hello. I'll talk to Alice. She's wise. After all, she's a whole week older than me.
Ah, wow. Yeah, not dance challenge. You can keep me dance challenge. Wait, what? What's that target? This is where Alice is. Might be.
Hi.
It might be.
Oh, what's wrong? You look sad.
I'm fed up with...
You must be
Oops.
so upset. But I know just what will cheer you up.
Stinging a bully? A ride. Follow Alice and enjoy the wild ride. I've used all my boost. My vitro. Some of it's blowing the opposite direction, actually. Oh! We're in the amusement park. Whoa!
A wasp nest.
Yikes!
Yeah, that's right, little bee.
You show her, my apprentice.
Oh. It's really not. It's not great, the voice acting. Square, triangle, triangle. Kill the wasp. Well, it's been nice, this game. It's been nice. It's not, you know, it's some of the games I like to play to completion. Oops, on stream. I think this is not one of those necessarily, but it's been fun. It's a nice chilled out game. And I believe someone said at the start of N-Balm said, I'd ask what TP thinks of the game so far, but maybe it's none of my beeswax. I think it's fun to buzz around. I would happily pay for this game if it was. Oh, that's a bit weird. Next round. I'd happily get this and play it if it was, you know, an affordable sort of budget game, which I imagine it probably is. I don't think it's going to be full price. And someone said at the start of the chat that it's available. There's like a big discount on it at the moment from somewhere. If that person is still here, if they want to remind us where that is, some people might want to buy this. It's a good kind of chill game. I could definitely like sit and just play this while like listening to a podcast or something. Wasps are famous for attacking one at a time, says N-Barlam. I often see bees and wasps having punch-ups in the garden. Yeah, it's not, you know, it's not blowing my socks off, but it's it's cute, and it's, you know, they've done a pretty good job, like, making it interesting given the fairly simplistic subject matter. Like, it's much better than the B-movie game we played on Worst Games Ever, for sure. Oh, it was CD keys. Yeah. Well, ooh, look out. Don't fly outside the hive. Talk to humans. What's that music? I want to hear that music again. That was great. Can I land on the rise? Let me on the ride. It pushes me away from the chairs. No, I'm not allowed on it. Can I land on the top of the ride? Ah! No, I'm not allowed. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You must be this tall to ride.
This is
Yeah,
the
fair
amusement
enough.
Park. I didn't mean to disobey orders.
What did you come here for? I mean, you... Oh my god. Sting interactions. You can now interact with the environment. For example, sting the balloon. Find all interactions to sting. Oh yeah, I didn't think about the balloons. Let's sting a balloon. Maybe now we'll unlock Sting the Bully.
It looks nice, but it's too loud and moves too fast. I need to look for a better place.
Oh, what? For a hive? Yeah, God, what are you talking about? We can't live there. Ah! Updated Beezilla. Active bee. I wonder how a bee would react if it was on a balloon and popped it. I guess it wouldn't. It's kind of a, not really. Hello. Da, 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 da. There's a lot of noise, isn't there? Sting the girl. Okay, sting the stupid child. She got moves. Oh, look at this guy jiving along. This guy's getting stung, and then we'll sting the girl. Oh, I can't sting the moving man. Oh, I might have got him there. This makes me unhappy. This entire... Just all the noise and the weird dancing child and everything. Da 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 da.
This place is so loud, and there's so many humans. I'd better look for something else.
Look for a different place. Hang on, there was, yeah, one of those here. Give me your shugs. Ah! I'm nearly full. There's not even much point in me trying to land on this, but for some reason I'm trying. There we go. There, now I'm full. Da, na, 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 na.
Hey, what is your business here?
What? I've just come to help look for a... Oh, is that a flower lady?
This is no place for a pollen
It
gatherer.
is.
I was racing with Alice.
Sting the dog,
and
sting the
somehow I
crow.
got here. unacceptable. I haven't found a place for a new hive.
Look for a place with rare flowers. I just saw some.
Scout. I should get some rare flowers to make up for it. And I know just where to start looking. That's the place I was looking for.
Yeah? Yellow flowers. Okay. Bong, bong.
I think I have enough rare flowers. Time to go back to the hive.
Okay. I think we're in Central Park. I guess it's... no, I think it's big enough. Well, we've not seen... have we seen the edges of it? It's very generic looking skyline. But yeah, to be fair, I don't know if we've actually seen the fringes of the park. It could just be it could just be park forever. Sorry, I think being a bee is just driving me a little bit mad. Fun slide? Oh, yeah. Give me a go on this. Oh, imagine if you were at the top of the fun slide and a bee just came in your face. Wah! Is there a child standing on the fun slide down there? Watch me go, everyone. Taking a long time, isn't it? I'm not even out of breath yet, but it's just... What are you doing? Get off the fun slide. It says talk with the bullied bee. I want to do that. I want to sting a bully. If it turns out to just be another bee, I'll be really disappointed. I'm hoping it's a human batting a bee around. And I get to sting the bully in the flipping eyeball. No, I don't want to do that. I don't see any sign of a human around here.
Hey, can you help me?
Yeah?
Some nasty kid is destroying our flowers.
Yay! They're not your flowers, then
A human?
they belong to the council.
How rude. Well, I'll chase him away.
Thanks.
Thanks, Beely Ray Ross Brew. Right, let's sting this flipping... Is it the target over there? That seems like a long way away. I suppose it must be. Help the bullied bee. Let's sting this pig. Let's sting this seagull. You can't sting the animals. Oh! What was that? Oh, you can. Didn't really make a noise though. Oh god. Well, it's a lady pig, for sure. Right, We're gonna sting a human, sting a bully like we set out to do. Maybe the bully's allergic to bee venom. Oh god, we're gonna kill someone. Are they gonna go into anaphylaxis? And then once we've done a bully sting, we'll wrap it up. We'll be back next week, almost certainly with Fallen Order. Although there is a game I would like to play just before Christmas. I think I've got one stream. Coming up next week, and then the stream after that is my last stream before Christmas. And there's another very cozy game that I think would be really good for the lead up to the Christmas period. There's the bully stamping on flowers. Oh, I bet they don't even react. Oh, they do. You have to chase them. The bully is trying to destroy your flowers. Sting him twice to scare him away. Hold down sting. Bully. There he is.
Run and never come back.
What? Wow, well, that was worth waiting for, wasn't it? Oh boy. Wow, okay, yeah, great. Let me see how much this game is on Steam. Just to give you, because I think that's where my recommendation, that's the line of where my recommendation comes from. I would recommend this game if it's a cheap little indie game, an affordable experience. The boy was allergic to bee stings and immediately vaporized. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to look it up on Steam. I don't know how much it is on the PlayStation Store. It's been fun though. I've had a nice couple of hours, no question. On Steam, this game costs... Hello? Hello? Where is the button to purchase it? Oh, this is early access. It's not finished yet. Planned release date end of 2020? Maybe that's on Steam. Is this the full... I didn't even know. I did see I got an award for early access ahead of time. Like in one of my awards in this game was called early access, but I wasn't sure what that was. Sometimes when you get a code for these games, you get some of the rewards that the game came with, even if you're getting it like on release day. So sometimes we get, we'll get copies of, like say Fallen Order. I mean, I purchased my own copy for that, but it's like you get that, and that would, even if you maybe only arrives on release date, you would get like the lightsaber pre-order bonus content, stuff like that. So when it said early access, I thought it's just because I unlocked some awards for this. But Bee Simulator PS4, is it out or is it also early access here? Because that's definitely worth considering if that is the case. Just say buy now though on PlayStation Store. So I think maybe just on Steam it's coming out next year. Just wanna give some correct information. Here it is. So on PS4 it's $34.99. Honestly, I'm very grateful to the publisher / their representatives for sending a code for this game. I've had fun. If you can get it discounted, I would do that. I don't know if it's worth £35. Lovely soundtrack. Visually quite nice at times, like in the beehive and stuff. And I think they have gone above and beyond like what I expected. Oh, look at the reflection of the bee in there. That's cool. They've gone above and beyond what I expected from this game, in it being a bee simulator game. I thought it would just be, I don't even know, collecting pollen. And there is more to it than that, but just this kind of stuff is He's just sort of doing a looping animation, not really interacting with anyone else. They're all just like standing facing each other doing like looping animations, making random noise, and then when you sting them or whatever, they don't do anything, you know? So it does still feel very kind of indie gamey. Feels like the best asset flip I've ever played. I'm not saying it is an asset flip, but it is a bit like that. B controls well. So this game has my recommendation in as much as it's been fun to play, and I could definitely just like listen to a podcast and play this just to sort of occupy my hands and eyes. But I can't honestly say that you should be paying £35 for it. But that's my honest take. It's good though. Nice little thing. On CD keys, perhaps says it's $13.99. That's more like it. I could get behind this $13.99 probably. I think you would definitely need to want to play it. Like if you've looked at this and thought it looks really good, then you know, maybe give it a go. Yeah, some people saying that they'd pay around a tenner. That's about right. But yeah, if you're unsure about it, even I think $13.99 is a bit much. But you know, if you're interested, give it a look on CD keys, I guess. There's a discount today. Anyway, there you go. It's a bit of beasting for you there. Just thought we'd have a little break from the Star Wars and play something pretty chilled out and non-committal. And it was good. We've had a good time, right? That's the important thing. Hat. We've got hats. They're available at TripleJump.mup/shop, as well as a new T-shirt, a new Walrus Clan T-shirt, and other stuff. This hoodie, this Mooj right here. They're really good. They're massive. These mugs. It's my favorite. I've got another one at home. This is my office one. I've got another one at home, which is a dud. Well, not a dud. It's the one before we did the rebrand, like 2 days after launch. You know, the forbidden word that's not triple. In fact, I think it was in the background of main menu the other day. But these big ones, there's different size options on the store, but these big ones are amazing. And the one I have at home, as soon as it's clean out the dishwasher, it's the first mug I always use, and then it ends up straight back in the dishwasher again. It's like, oh god, can't wait till that's clean again. I should just clean it, but it's not very. I think it's more economical to actually use a full dishwasher than to do individual washes. I don't know. Anyway, typical rambly outro from me. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, redundant mug. That's it. And I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Go get that game if you think it's worth $13.99. I don't know if that's pounds or dollars. It was fine. Don't pay £35 for it, I have to say, in all honesty. But it was good. Yeah, I'm not streaming next Monday. I'm away. I'm away Friday to Monday. Got a long weekend. I'm not away, actually. I'm staying in Newcastle, but I've got Amy's coming up, which is nice. She's away at the moment. But she's coming up to stay for a long weekend. And I am streaming later on next week, probably like Wednesday or Friday. Don't know which yet, but we'll almost certainly be playing some Fallen Order. So tune in for that. And until then, see you when I see you. Thursday stream, I guess. Cool. Well, goodbye everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye. What's the time? Oh, it's 4:20 somewhere, everyone. There we go. Somewhere in the world. But anyway, bye, right? Am I right? See you later. 4:20. B, lays it. See you later.